With the Stadium Series having come and gone now, we have now seen all of the Carolina Hurricanes' current uniforms that they're wearing this season. So it's time to take a trip down memory lane and do a tier list of all of the Hurricanes uniforms in this episode of Locked On Hurricanes.
Your Locked On Hurricanes, your daily podcast on the Carolina Hurricanes. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Hey there, Caniacs. I'm your host, Jared Ellis, and you are listening to Locked On Hurricanes on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. And as always, thank you for making Locked On Hurricanes your first listen of this late Thursday night. It is Locked On Hurricanes After Dark. And what better way? We're going to have some fun in this episode. We're going to tier rank all of the Hurricanes uniforms. We finally got the Stadium Series. You guys know it. This has been something I've been wanting to do for a while, and it's time to do it. I think I found a tier list with every uniform on there. So obviously, if you're watching on YouTube, you can see everything that's going along. And if you're listening, I'll be talking about these jerseys at length. We all know what they look like by now. So let's get right on into it, folks. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. And I know you guys have been as well. So let's just dive right on into this bad boy. Let's get my name out of the way there. So we got S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, and D tier. Now, starting us off, we got the old school alternate jersey. Now, this is one we obviously all have fond memories of, and it's not bad, but it is kind of dated in my opinion, and it has not aged as well as some of the other old school Hurricanes uniforms. And then obviously, something that folks nitpicked forever was the fact that there was only the one warning flag on there. That's a tropical storm warning, not a hurricane warning. But all in all, I feel like nostalgia carries this one a lot for me. Again, it's not bad, but it's not great either. So for now, we're gonna put it in. I'm kind of between B and C. We're gonna drop it in B for right now. Uh, that's where we're gonna go for right now. Now we got an old school Hurricanes uniform. I believe this is the original because it doesn't have the piping on it like this one over here does. But this one, this is still a really good one. It's definitely aged better, in my opinion, than the old school alternate jersey. But I personally do really like the piping as well as the shoulder patches as well. I know this one, I believe it has one a little bit further down, and but I'm gonna put this one above the old school alternate. Again, by no means bad. It's a really good looking jersey, but I think it just lacks that extra little punch, and with that piping right there, like on that one over there, and we'll get to that one. Of course, now we have the Whalers jersey. Now, you guys know I have a lot of mixed feelings on the Whalers gear, and this is one that, oh man, I'm trying to separate, my personal feelings from it to, just how it looks. Uh, because you guys know I am kind of tired of the Whalers stuff. I feel it's, kind of being a dead horse at this point. But, at the end of the day, that green jersey is a beautiful jersey. It's going into A tier, for sure. And oh yeah, that one could make a push for S, but we'll go back through it later on. Now we have the current away jerseys. I have softened my stance on them as time has gone on, but man, C tier. I it's still just I don't know. It just doesn't do it for me. Again, it is not bad by any means. We'll get to the bad. We will absolutely get to bad, and you guys all know we're all looking at it. But yeah, it just man, it just leaves a lot to be desired for me. I feel it's kind of bland. It's not bad. You know, I'm just gonna drop this here. For a side by side. It's not where that is going, but these other away jerseys, you just look at them. They just okay, maybe that one isn't the best one to put there, but it just pops a little bit more for me, and these just pop more, and it just feels like there's a lot of empty space, and it just feels I don't know, it just doesn't do it for me. We'll move these back down. The old school aways. These, I really like. I believe this one has a all-star game patch in it. But I really like these. These are really nice in my opinion. And I'm gonna put man. Man, where do I want to get in between B and A? Man. Man. Hmm. I'm gonna drop it at the top of nah, we're gonna go A tier because I'm looking at the other one. Yeah, very much like this one right here. Just that piping. I really like that piping up there at the top. I really like that. It does. I like it. I like it a lot. Now we have the current home jerseys, former alternate jerseys. These bad boys. No, there have been a lot of criticism. I'm just kinda gonna drop it here for right now while I'm talking about it. Uh, I personally love these jerseys. I think they're great, and but I do understand the criticism of it kind of, like, right around, like, the arms and then at the bottom. I've heard a criticism of it just feeling like it's lacking, and I could definitely understand that. I wouldn't be opposed to them adding a little bit extra. Maybe how up top you have the gray up here, maybe because I feel like white or something like that. I don't think that would work. But maybe if you added like some gray around these stripes there, maybe that could do something. But I personally really like it. My black Alex Sedukovic jersey is the jersey I tend to wear the most. So I'm putting this in S tier. It really just kind of has everything I want. And then of course the full uh uniform as well does look really, really nice as well. And of course, they got the warning flags correct on this one. I really like it. I mean, these got made the home uniforms for a reason because of just how well they are liked by the players. With the playoffs, it's the players' choice to wear those at home. That's what they wanted to wear, and they sell amazing. And so, by obviously, it's an extremely well liked jersey, by the fans and the players. So I feel like you do have to take that into consideration as well. But I really like it. It's an S tier for me, and we still got a lot of jerseys to get through. We got anniversary, the old homes, as well as many, many more to get through. We still got the reverse retros and the stadium series, and then the monstrosity. And we'll continue to talk about all of those, and we will do that right after this quick break, folks. Now, the Hurricanes are, of course, playing back to back this weekend against Ottawa and Anaheim. And if you're wanting to place a bet on one of those games, you can do that with FanDuel. That is the place to do it. And if you're a basketball fan as well, we're at the midway point of the NBA season. So now is the perfect time to download FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook, because new customers get a no sweat first bet up to $1,000. That's bonus bets back if your first bet doesn't win. Just download the FanDuel Sportsbook app. It's safe, secure, and super easy to use. Then you can bet on anything from the money line to point scorers and threes drained. And again, you got the Hurricanes playing a back-to-back this weekend's Ottawa and Anaheim. So especially the Anaheim game, that could be one where you could win some money. And plus, FanDuel even lets you combine your bets for a chance at a bigger payout with same game parlays. So if you want to bet on Sebastian Aho and Andrei Svechnikov both scoring some goals in one of the games this weekend, I think Anaheim would be a good one to do that, but that's just me. That's just my opinion. You place your bets on whatever and whoever you want to. So don't miss this chance to get your no sweat first bet up to $1,000 in bonus bets when you go to fanduel.com/locked on. That's fanduel.com/locked on to learn more. Make every moment more with FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. Now, folks, it's time to dive back on in to the tier list. I totally forgot what it was called there for a second. It's been a long day. But let's get back into this because now we are to one oh god, this is straight to S tier. I love the anniversary jerseys for this year. I love them. And for me, I know a lot of you guys are going to point out the similarities between this one and that original home jersey. Now, for me, it is kind of right around up in here, the collar. Uh, yeah, you have that the white well, the black makes the white pop a bit more up there at the collar, and then the NHL patch as well right there, or shield emblem, whatever you want to call it. I think that just makes it pop a little bit more. And I personally really like it. Again, it's an S tier for me. And the more I'm kind of looking at it, I think I'm gonna bump this one up to A tier. Because again, it is by no means bad. But again, yeah, it's just kind of like right around up in here where it loses me a bit. Uh, but again, it's still a really nice jersey as well. Then we have the old home jerseys that we just saw these last year. Again, these are really nice jerseys, but for me, I'm putting these in B tier. Again, they're by no means a bad jersey, but for me, you look at the anniversary jersey, look at this old home jersey, look at some of these, this one right down here. That sparkling silver. Oh gosh, it just makes it pop so much more. It's so beautiful. It's just a nice little extra touch there. And again, this one is by no means bad. I have one. But again, these other ones, just that sparkling silver, chef's kiss. Now we have the, I believe, original away jerseys. Now, this is one for me. It is gonna be carried a bit by nostalgia, for the point of this was my dad's first Hurricanes jersey. He bought it when, the team was up in Greensboro. I've seen this jersey all of my life. So, I have seen him wear it to many games. I have worn it to games. So, for me personally, this would be an S tier, but, kind of pulling the nostalgia and sentimental attachment from it, I'm still putting it in A tier. Honestly, I'm gonna put it side by side with the one with the red piping. And the reason I say that is, I'll give it that little nostalgia bit. Little nostalgia point of putting it above the other one there. Now, again, I love that. I mean, it could easily be, you know, right there, if we're taking that fully into consideration, but we're not. So I'm going to put it right there behind the Whalers jersey. For me personally, I know some other folks may have it a little bit farther down, may have it higher up. I don't know. Make sure you guys are doing this tier list as well. Now we get to the reverse retros. Um, Now we'll do the current one first. Another C. It's C tier for sure. It is by no means bad, but yeah, a lot of my feelings on that other one, on the normal away jerseys, do kind of are the same here. But this one just feels even less. It just feels uninspired. I mean, if you guys been around, you know that I did a reverse retro tier list. When we talked about these, and I feel like they could have done more. First of all, I'm glad they didn't do Whalers for this year's reverse retros, but why didn't you do something with your old school alternate jersey? I feel that would have been much better, and it really would have went with the retro theme rather than doing a jersey that was just debuted in 2019. And the more I look at it, I'm gonna put it above the normal away jersey just because it has more color and it pops more. But again, they're kind of hand in hand. I mean, you've been seeing me kind of flip them around. But at the end of the day, I do think I like it a smidge more than the current away jersey. Again, I own a current away jersey as well. And it is by no means a bad jersey. It just feels bland. Now we have the first reverse retro of the Whalers, the Gray Whalers. Um, Now this is one I go back and forth on this one. There are times when I like it and I kind of wish I would have bought one. There's also times where I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this one. So we're gonna. Oh man, it's just I don't know. I don't know, and I do remember around the time of these, there being some comments, from people up in the press box of them being kind of hard to read, and I don't know. With this one, it's between B and C. I'm gonna get some flack for that, but again, it's just what I would have preferred them do. I know the reverse retro thing is the thing, but man, I almost wish they would have done something with the blue Whalers jersey. Yeah, out of all of them, that's probably my favorite. But this one, I just, yeah, it just don't do it for me. Neither of the reverse retros really do it for me, to be honest. But this one, this baby right here, oh, what a beauty! What a beauty is this one right here. That white piping. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. A lot of the things I said about the anniversary jersey kind of go here. But for me, man, that white piping right there, that's something else. That's a pretty jersey right there. I really like that jersey. I always have. And man, I know other people may not agree with me on that, but yeah, I do feel nostalgia is taking a point there. But man, yeah, that one for me, that does it. That really, really does it. Now we got that. Oh God, it's so bad. It's so bad. It is so bad. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. We're gonna change that to just for that jersey. Just for that one. We're changing it to F. I hate that jersey so much. It is so ugly. I don't know what they're thinking. It looks unfinished. Doesn't look finished. I I don't know what they were thinking when they made this one. It is so ugly. I hate that some of these, like Eric Stahl and Cam Ward, Jordan Stahl, like I hate that these guys that we love had to wear this. I hate that the jersey John Forsland has is that jersey, the one that's, framed up, for, his ceremonial night that he had. I hate that it's that jersey. I hate it so much. It is so ugly. God, it's so bad. It is so, so bad. And It looks like a knockoff, like, Red Wings jersey. And again, it just looks unfinished. It looks like something you would make in an NHL video game. I don't like it. I really, really don't like that jersey. Again, I mean, you saw I changed it from D to F. I would never own that jersey in a million years. It could be an autographed Eric Stahl jersey. I would pass. It could be an autographed Cam Ward jersey. I would pass. Like I would never want that in my home ever. Ever. I don't want that ever. I don't want that near me. But we got 2 left. We got the Stadium Series and another old away jersey, and we will talk about these jerseys right after this quick break, folks. All right, folks, and we're back, and now it's time to dive back into these last 2 jerseys. Now we have, if I remember correctly, I think this was the away jersey before they went to these new ones. This is one for me. I'm gonna put it in B tier. I don't hate it, but for me, the hurricane flags down at the bottom of these other old away jerseys look so much better, so much better again. But with this one, it does have some stuff going on, and again, it is not bad. It just is lacking that one extra thing to get it over that hump, and that is definitely those warning flags. And I know these two right here do have them as well, with the red one kind of them being red, and then the old school alternate being a black and gray one, but those the red and the black warning flags, those pop. And but again, that's by no means a bad jersey. I looked at them before, kind of wish I had bought one, but I never did. But it is what it is. Last but not least, we got the newest one of the Stadium Series jersey. Now you guys know whenever this got released, I was kind of critical of it. I wasn't a huge fan of it. It is not bad by any stretch, but it feels a few years too late. It feels like, okay, this should have been something that came out in the like 2010s, early or 2020, kind of when it was supposed to be. Uh, but that being said, it is not bad. It is not the worst outdoor jersey we have ever seen by a country mile. It is not the worst, but it does feel, I don't know. And then we've also seen it on the ice at this point. We've seen it with the full kit, and that did help it. It really did. Yeah, my girlfriend, she got one as well, and yes, kind of seeing it in person. It's not as bad as like my initial gut reaction to it. I think I think an issue with it was we all kind of had like super lofty expectations for what they were going to do, and the fact that it was still the one that got leaked a few years ago. They didn't change it at all, and as I mentioned, I think in one of the episodes this week of how it was supposed to be that prime green or whatever, that new Adidas jersey that they just came out with. The fact that it wasn't that, and it's even that after Don else said that's what it was gonna be, it wasn't. It just got a further proof that they were just sitting in a warehouse somewhere waiting to be worn. Yeah, for me, it's a mixed bag. It's not a bad jersey by any means, but it's still one that uh it's between B and A. Recency bias says A tier, but I just feel like in my heart, like it's like top of B. It's like the top of B tier. Like it could be A tier on a different day, but I feel like just as a whole, it's B. It's B tier. It's not bad by any stretch of the imagination. Do not get my words twisted there. But for me, yeah, I think it's gonna be B tier. We're gonna now we got everything on the board now. Is there anything we want to change up though? I do feel the green whalers, that's gonna go up to S tier. The more I look at it, that's just a beautiful jersey. Even taking my own like personal gripes with the whaler stuff out of the equation, it is a beautiful jersey. Now I'm trying to like think objectively and like take the nostalgia out of it. We're gonna move the anniversary jersey up a bit. I think we'll move the Whalers up, given those. I mean, I know it's my tier list, my and whatnot. You know, I could easily just whip that bad boy on up there. And honestly, the more I think about it, kind of thinking that anniversary jersey may be the best jersey this franchise has ever had. No, I can't put the Whalers above that. I can't put that anniversary jersey. That just kind of has everything. I think that anniversary jersey is the best jersey. Again, if you remember, yeah, we're talking about these two right here. They're very very similar, but what does it is that collar up at the neck, the coloring, and then the little shield patch. I kind of like the shine of it. I really like it. There you go. Then we got the current home, old alternate jerseys. We got the Whalers. Got mid 2000s, mid to late 2000s home jersey. I personally really like that one. I know probably gonna be some folks that disagree with the placement of that one, but I personally really like it. Original away, personally really like it. Then the away that followed that with the red piping, really like that one as well. Original home, stadium series, old school, all list goes on and on. Then there's that down at the bottom. But that's my tier list video for the Carolina Hurricanes uniforms. Let me know what you guys think about it. Again, this is also just at this current point in time. We're talking about the stadium series. Ask me in a week, I may say it's A tier. You never know. You never know. Again, this stuff is all really subjective. People's opinions change all the time. But yeah, this is my opinion. This is why I think about it. Let me know what you guys think about the Hurricanes jerseys. Let me know what your tier list looks like. Make sure you are following the show on Twitter and Instagram at LO_Hurricanes. Myself on Twitter at Jared Ellis _96. And I will talk to you guys in the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this because I sure did. I had a lot of fun. Kind of not, it didn't shake out the way I thought it would, but that's why we do it. I had a heck of a lot of fun, guys. I hope you did as well. And I will talk to you guys in the next episode. And let's go, Canes.